Welcome back for this special episode of We Are T1D. In this episode, we're not gonna waffle as much as usual. Well, actually, we might. But
might do.
Yeah. But we're gonna talk about hypo stories. Obviously, I've been type 1 diabetic for 25 years now, and Jack has for 6 months.
Yeah, it's about 6 months.
Yeah, so we just thought we'd make you maybe laugh, because some of these stories are crazy about going hypo. So, Jack, do you remember the first time you went hypo?
Yeah, I do. And it scared the hell out of me. I was driving.
You was driving?
Yeah, I was driving. As I say, my fingerprint machine don't have arrows on me. So I always used to test me bloods before I drove, because obviously 5's to drive and all that.
Yeah.
But I tested, obviously I might have been 5, 6, whatever, but I could have been going straight down.
Yeah.
And I had no clue. So I carried on. I think I went and picked up my mate from his house, went and picked up my missus from work, and then as I went to my local shops around the corner from my house, I pulled up, and my missus got out, and something just come over me. I don't know, it just felt like my whole soul had left my body.
It wasn't your mate, was it?
Oh my God,
sorry,
it worse.
Sorry. Go on, say come over here.
But no, my mate looked at me and was like, "Jack, are you all right, bruv?" I said, "Nah, why? What's wrong?" He was like, "You've gone really white." So I must have been looking like Casper.
He definitely did, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Sorry, I'm gonna stop doing it now. I'm sorry.
I'm not talking.
Right, no, go on. Sorry.
All right. I'll carry on. I'll carry on for the listeners, not you though. But yeah, I started shaking. Like mad, like everything. My legs started shaking, my hands started shaking, and then I could just feel this sweat building up everywhere, all down my back, all over my body, and it felt like I'd been microwaved. I was really hot on the outside, but I felt really cold.
Oh, okay.
Very strange. And then my missus come out the shop. As soon as she got in the car, my mate Nath was like, look at Jack, like, I don't know what's that. I think he's going low. So I sat there and finger pricked myself while I was still in the car.
Yeah.
And I think I was like 3.2 or something like that. So.
Oh yeah, hypo.
Yeah, bad. Yeah. Well, obviously that's my first one, because I was so high coming out of hospital. That was the first time I had ever experienced. Well, not the first time I experienced a hypo, but it was the first time I actually knew what was happening.
Yeah.
So I did panic a bit. So I know I shouldn't have, but the shops was literally 2 seconds from my house. So I drove as quick as I could to my house, run into the front door. I've just started. I told my missus, I was like, make me a cup of tea, put a sugar in it. I've grabbed a packet of dextrose. Because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to treat it properly.
Yeah, I can imagine. Very scary.
Yeah, it was just complete and utter panic mode. My mate, Nath, bless him, was just walking around like a lost sheep. He didn't know what to do. He was just, you know them people that when they're in a blind panic, they seem like they're just in the way.
Yeah.
And then they're just running like, shall I get this? Shall I do that? Like. I remember I shoved about 4 or 5 dextrose in my mouth and just started eating them straight, because I was so scared. I was just like, I need to get my sugar levels up. So I ate all of them, and then my missus brought in the cup of tea. It was scorching hot, I remember it, but I still just started drinking it, like, because it had a sugar in it. I was drinking like, oh, it's so nice.
Sugar in your tea.
Yeah, and my mate and my missus are just sitting there staring at me and just going, are you all right? Are you all right now? Is it kicking in yet? Are you okay now? Are you all right now? I was just in a zone, just had my head in my hands, just like, just get through this, just get through this, just get through this, just get through this. Don't panic. That's all I kept telling myself, don't panic. I was fine. Within 10 minutes, I perked back up again, felt normal, and I tested my blood sugar levels, and I can't remember the exact number, but I was definitely back up into normal, like, green levels. So it worked. But yeah, it was a very, very scary experience.
So you lost your hypo virginity in a car.
Yes. Yeah, but it weren't in the back seat.
No, it's in the driving seat. He's upper class, people.
What was your first one? Can you remember your first one? Because you would have been so young.
No, I can't remember it. I actually don't remember it. But actually, was I working with you in Car Factory when I went low?
Yes, I think we was working. I don't think I was present at the time you've done it.
Yeah.
But I do certainly remember seeing you frantically running across the shop floor. I'm sure I can picture that.
Yeah, so basically, everyone, we worked in Card Factory, which is a card shop, as the name gives away. I was serving on the till. It was quite busy, loads of customers. And suddenly, I took the cards off for a customer. And I had them all in my hand, like fanned out, getting the prices. And suddenly my hand just started like jigging in the air, and the customer's cards were flying up in the air, flying on the floor and everything. The customer's face was like, what the hell is he doing? And then my manager come over and I was like, I don't feel right. I need so the rest of the cards I just basically threw at her, and I just ran through the shop. I was like,
yeah, see, that's what I saw. You sprinted across the shop and just like slamming into the staff room door and opening it flat out. You just heard this big boom, doors getting like wide open.
yeah. Oh, that door used to bang as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did, man.
Do you know what? It still didn't hit me that I was going hypo. I was just so embarrassed. That customer probably going Clinton's now, to be honest. Oh, but God, that was a crazy story.
There was always long queues in that shop as well, so you think she probably queued the best part of 20 minutes to have her cards thrown at
easily, yeah.
What do you usually use to pick yourself up with hypos then?
Well, when we was at Card Factory, it was next door to Greg, so it'd be a fresh cream apple turnover, cookies.
Yeah, do you remember those were the days, man? I weren't even, I don't know whether I was diabetic, but I weren't actually diagnosed then. So I used to spend probably, 3 or 4 times a day popping in and out of there.
Yeah, I know. You just go, Michael, I'm going next door. So, yeah, get me that.
Yeah, do you want anything? Do you need any yum-yums, bro?
Oh, yeah, yum-yums. How did I forget yum-yums?
Used to be a yum-yum and a Lucozade Zero with you all the time.
Lucozade Zero weren't a thing, I don't think, that them years ago.
Actually, no, it wasn't, was it? Because I remember you were so excited when they first introduced it.
Yeah.
Because it's your favourite drink, isn't it?
Well,
Lucozade?
I actually messaged them on Facebook saying, why haven't you done a zero version?
Oh, really?
And then I think it was about 2 months later. I'm not going to say I'm the reason they made it, because I'm definitely not. But about 2 months later, the orange one come out.
Yeah, never know. You could have been part of the influence.
That's it. I'm a Lucozade influencer.
The way you always think, if you're doing something, there's always somebody else doing the same thing.
Oh. Someone's recording a podcast right now, guys.
They must be.
But listen to ours.
Yeah, please do. Please. I've had some bad hypos when I've been at work before.
Yeah, what have they been like?
Sometimes I usually carry like the plastic pots of lifts in my pocket whilst I'm at work anyway, so I've always got something to hand.
Yeah,
or
smart.
I'll take like one of them little miniature cans of Coke down with me, or a bit of fruit or something. I tend to find oranges work quite well, because it must be because they're juicy. So I do like an orange, to be fair, whilst I'm working, because they do, like, as I say, they do work quite well.
I ain't had an orange in years.
It's nice, mate. Easy peelers all day.
Like, say you've dug a hole, gone hypo. Have you never like fell in it?
Nah, they ain't that big.
Are they not? Like, just have you lost a shoe in one?
I'm digging holes for fence posts, people, not foundations or anything like that. So if I'm digging holes the size of some people can fall in, I'm doing something wrong, because that's going to cost us a fortune in concrete to fill them holes back up.
You never know.
Tight holes, people, tight holes in every aspect of life. Oh yeah. But yeah, that was, where was we? The hypo story, weren't we?
Yeah, we can't sway from it. It's hypo stories only.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I went hypo once at work, and I usually change my alarm sometimes to like a higher number whilst I'm at work.
Yeah.
So obviously I get that more of a warning, but I forgot one day. I think it was still set at like 4.2.
Oh.
And I remember I was digging away, just cracking on. And obviously my alarm started going off. So I've scanned my arm and I was 4.1 with the arrows going straight down.
Them ones scare me.
Yeah, but I had lifts in my pocket, but I didn't have any sort of liquid or any sort of snacks with me. They was at the van, and I remember it was quite a long walk from where we was putting the fence up to the actual van. So I just had like 2 or 3 little tablets and just carried on. Thought I'll be all right in 5 minutes. Like they'll kick in and I'll go up to the van in a second, get a snack, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've had these tablets and I just like started cracking on doing whatever. And I remember I turned around and all of a sudden, again, it was just like my soul had left my body. Like my legs turned complete to jelly. And I looked at my boss and just went, I've got to go to the van quick. I remember I was trying to run, but my legs are going. I'm trying to scan my arm at the same time as I'm like walking to the van to try and make sure that I'm not going really, really low.
Yeah.
As soon as I remember, I got to the van and I just opened the door and I reached in and grabbed one of the lift glucose shots, the 15-gram ones. I'd done the whole shot and I had no energy. I had my legs out the van, standing up, but I had my head on the passenger seat, just leaning there.
Oh, wow.
And I remember I'm just thinking, just please hurry up and work. Please just hurry up. Like, and have you ever started seeing like the spots in front of your eyes?
Yes.
Yeah, that started going and I was just thinking, oh no, I'm going to faint. I'm going to faint. Like, I was really, really panicking, man. So, but as I say, them lift glucose shots are really, really good and they do work. 9 times out of 10, they work more or less instantly.
No, they are good. You know, you kept saying that, like, you feel like out of body, is it? You kept saying?
Yeah, sort of like I wasn't in control.
Yeah.
Like, that's the scary ones.
Do you want to know my weirdest?
Go on.
I was at my mum and dad's, right? We go over on a Sunday and we have they usually do toasties for lunch and all that.
Yeah.
So I think I ate my toasties, but I over-injected and I had a hypo and it was so weird. Like, I went really emotional. I remember just sitting on the kitchen breakfast bar table thing. I was crying my eyes out, but I was behind myself, staring at myself with my head in my hands, crying on this kitchen table.
Oh, wow.
I literally had an out-of-body experience while I was hypo.
Yeah, that sounds very spooky.
It's so scary. And I've never had one like it. In 25 years, that is the only time that has happened to me. And yeah.
Did you know what sort of numbers you was?
No.
You must have been really. There must have been letters, not numbers.
It was finger prick days. I mean, I've walked around Uxbridge on LO before and been totally fine. It's really weird.
I start going wobbly as soon as I get below sort of 3.8, 3.7.
Yeah.
And that is it. Like, straight away, I'll start feeling it. It's horrible.
Yeah. See, my problem was where I neglected myself so much, I lost a lot of the symptoms and signs of hyper and hypo.
Yeah, I suppose, because you spend so much time in them sort of regions, don't you? Your body sort of gets immune to it.
Yeah. It's not immune. Well, I don't know.
No, not immune, but you get used to it, sort of thing, no?
Yeah, I suppose so, because I was living high all the time. I mean, my HbA1c was 78, and I think that averages your sugars at 10 anyway. So I was always high.
What is yours now? Bit of personal information, isn't it?
Oh, this is one I'm sharing though. My HbA1c now is 51.
Okay, mine. See, when I went into hospital and was diagnosed, I got all my paperwork. I had a look. My HbA1c was 75. It was now sitting at 42.
That's brilliant.
So you got kids, didn't you? You had any hypos whilst you've been sort of like out with the kids or anything?
Yeah, it's with Amber. Obviously, I was always high, so she didn't really know me as going hypo.
Yeah.
And we was out shopping. I was pushing the buggy, and I was going through the rails with the buggy, going through the smallest gaps. I kept leaning on the pushchair, tipping it up. Like my poor daughter was like, "Wow!" She probably thought she was on a roller coaster. Yeah, so the buggy was tipping up, and I remember, the footstools they used to get reached higher rails.
Yeah.
I don't know if a woman in a shop pulled it over or Amber pulled it up. They must have thought I was a drunk man going around the shop pushing around a kid. Like, it's quite embarrassing, really, because I was wobbling all over the place, like going through the rails.
Oh, wow.
It was a nightmare. And
yeah, that's not good. I shouldn't laugh, really, should I?
you can laugh now because I'm all right.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah, you can laugh. Yeah, you're fine, and you're still it.
But yeah, and then I remember Amber was just shoveling dextrose down my throat. I was sitting there like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I was laughing. I was just laughing. I was just doing it. I was just sitting there laughing to myself. I was delusional as hell. And she was just shoving these dextrose, and then I come around and I was like, "Whoa, what happened?"
Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, you do sort of like, you go like weird, didn't you? Like, it's not like an out of body experience as such, like you said before, but it's like you're not in control and you sort of like a trance.
Yeah,
like you snap out of it all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's so weird. It is like when you starve your brain of glucose, it's dangerous. Your mind thinks differently as well.
Yeah, one just don't work properly. Like sometimes when I'm going on, even when I'm on the way down before my alarm's even gone off, Zoe will be talking to me and I'll just be like staring into space and I can't process what she's saying.
Yeah, and you're frustrated, but you're not. You don't react to your frustration or confusion.
Yeah, because you're getting confused and it's like, come on, work. You, like, just like your brain just don't function properly.
No, it's so weird. It's in a way, it's like being drunk, but you're not.
It is.
Well, I suppose it is like being drunk actually, because you wobble, you sweat.
Yeah.
Your vision goes double. You feel tired a bit as well. Wait, it's a lot like being drunk, but more severe.
Yeah.
And no hypos I find are the same.
No, they ain't. No, some last longer. Some are just little. Oh, I felt like crap for 2 minutes, and then you're back up again.
Yeah.
Like, what even was that? Like, it was nothing. But yeah, most of them, in general, I'll say about 80% of the time, do scare the pants off me.
Yeah, I'm past that stage.
Especially, like, it's more when I'm out and about, because I panic a lot more. Obviously, I'll get used to it as the years go on.
I've got another one for you, Jack, then. You say you're out and about, right? I think I was 15. I was on work experience doing graphic design at BTC Group, I think they were called.
Okay.
Basically, it was a snowy, icy day. And I'd finished work there. I'd come out, I was walking to the bus stop, and I was hypo. I literally walked out in the middle of the road. This was in Hayes Town, but the back part of it. Basically, this car literally was spun out in front of me. Like, it weren't because I was walking in the road, but because I was crossing the road, but I was not aware. I remember it just spun out and literally stopped. I'm not even joking, like the size of your hand distance from hitting me.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even react. I just stood there and watched it come towards me. I was like, whoa.
Kevin McAllister in Home Alone.
It was almost like I'd smoked loads of cannabis or something. I was just like, whoa. And then I just walked off. And then I walked to the bus stop and I think I actually collapsed a little bit. Yeah, I did. I collapsed. I can't remember if I was running for the bus or I was just standing at the bus stop, but I've got a scar on my chin now from it.
Yeah, that's scary, man.
And then I hope I ate something because I did get home in the end. But yeah,
obviously.
That's what I mean. When you're out and about, you do have to carry something with you. It is so important.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm actually quite good at that, to be fair. I've always got a bag with me and I have always got snacks.
Yeah, to be fair, Jack, every time I speak to you, you're eating.
I love eating. I know,
man. You're a foodie.
That's what's like. I don't like. Most people will eat something big and spike themselves right up.
Yeah.
Like I just like nibbling on little stuff. So like I'll have a couple of tuck biscuits and then half an hour later I might have a normal. Like I'll have a cup of tea. I do love a cup of tea. I'll probably drink more tea than I should do. but I do love a cup of tea.
Yeah, as I said to you earlier, you drink more tea than my mum.
Yeah, I really do. I've always loved a cup of tea. So I like a cup of tea and a biscuit. But obviously, most biscuits are only like 5 or 6 grams each, so they're all right to just snack on.
Are you telling me you eat just one biscuit with tea?
Yeah, I'm quite strict.
Oh my God.
I told you I'm strict and controlled,
Oh
man.
my God.
I'm used to this. Like after being like sort of being on different diets and being on like in training in the gym and that, it's I've learnt to sort of be controlled.
You're getting a round of applause now, Jack.
Oh, that's my first one. Thank you very much.
Just for the discipline of that.
Yeah, I'll say I'm really, really on point with my eating. Well, I like to be anyway. Well, I say that I'm currently sitting up at 10.7 and I'm going to do a correction in a second.
Yeah. That's like me on the last episode, wasn't it? I was sitting high the whole time. It's just like, no, I'm recording a podcast. You can wait.
Yeah.
But have you ever... Well, actually, you wouldn't have. I was going to say, have you ever had to phone an ambulance because of a hypo?
No, not yet. I'm dreading the day when that does happen because well, hope not, but I'll see it's going to happen sooner or later.
Right, it's happened to me once in my life.
Okay, well, that gives me a bit more hope then.
That was a weird one. That was a very weird one. I was asleep. This is why I was petrified of being quite low before bed from this event. Like I weren't high or low going to bed, and my missus couldn't wake me up in the morning. I had work, and
Oh wow!
This was Card Factory days as well, actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was really bad. In my 20s. This weren't even teenage years. In my 20s, I was bad. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she couldn't wake me up. I don't know if she checked my sugars or whatever while I was asleep. I don't know what happened. But what I woke up to is probably the most scariest thing I have ever woken up to in the world. And it was 2 paramedics around me. I had a glucose drip on my arm. I'm also stark as naked in bed. Thankfully, my missus said, no, he's naked under them covers. Please do not pull him down. I'm sure they wanted to, though. No, I'm joking. But, and yeah, my sugars were 3.2, though. I remember that number clearly. They were 3.2 and I was basically unconscious.
Yeah, I've been 3.2 and awake quite a few times, to be honest. I don't feel great, like as is really a scary number, but obviously I haven't actually gone unconscious. Yeah,
it does. And then I come around and 3.2. I don't know if that's the first reading I saw or that's what it was, actually thinking about it.
Yeah, see, you might have gone and then it's peaked up a little bit because your body might have done something and kicked in some sort of hormone.
Yeah, but it was so scary. That's when like the kids were alive as well. So I was just thinking I could have died. I would have left my wife. Well, we was married. My wife, my kids. It would have been.
That is the reality of this. It's not really nice to be talking about it, but it can happen.
Yeah,
and it does happen.
It does. It happens. Well, a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
Hypos happen a couple of times a week. Sometimes more. Some weeks you will get none. That's a good week. That's a win.
Yeah, that is a win. I think I've had 1 or 2 weeks since I've been diagnosed. I've had no hypos whatsoever.
Since my sensor, I had my first one last week.
Yeah, see, as I say, my job is just so active. It's hard. It's hard to keep up. It's not even the fact that it's hard to keep up. It's just hard to sometimes. I'm not hungry all the time, and I can't just keep eating for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's some people enjoy it, but I just like sometimes I get to the point sometimes I was like, well, just like my alarm's going off, and I'm just like, I don't want to eat anymore, man. Just leave me alone.
I want a day off, please.
Yeah, just let me dig a hole without having to eat half a packet of shortcakes.
Yeah, this very randomly, a guy on Instagram messaged me. I won't say their name, but they said they've turned their alarms off. What? I said, do not turn them off. I said, they're there for a reason. I've said, he goes, he was always correcting. Like, it would go off, he'd correct, and then it'd be low straight away.
Oh, yeah.
And then it'd be low, and he's eating too much, and then he's spiking. That's why, since you said you had your alarm at 4.5, I think you said, I've set mine to that. And now my lows are caught before they're a hypo.
Yeah, that's exactly this. That's what I say. It's easier to catch them before they actually go into the red.
Yeah, it's so nice. Even with my highs now, it used to be at 11.2, I think I put my alarm at. And then I lowered it to 10.6, and now I think I've got it bang on 10. So as soon as I hit 10, I'm going to be yellow, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to be there.
Mine is now 10.2, I think my alarm set at.
Yeah, so if I've eaten food, I'll wait, say, up to 2 hours. I have a 2-hour window that I like to leave. People should leave 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say I leave 4.
Yeah, but then can you eat Reese's Pieces? So I correct after 2 hours if I've stayed high for that long, and yeah, so I'm much more balanced. And funny enough, right? Yeah, the week after that happened with the paramedics, the same sort of crap happened again. I don't know what happened. This time
you went unconscious.
Oh yeah, my Amber said she slapped me so hard, like she's got a slap on her. I'll tell you that.
Are you sure you was hypo? She just didn't want to give you a bang in the face.
But actually, no. But yeah, she said she slapped me. So I shot out of bed and I went in the front room. She was trying to feed me stuff, but I like buttoned my lips. I wouldn't accept anything. I don't know if I was like subconsciously stropping and saying, no, you slapped me, I'm not eating what you're giving me, or what.
Wow.
But I wouldn't take anything. And then it took Jamie Louise. She managed to get it to me because obviously she was baby. I don't know what she was. She was 1 or 2 maybe. I mean, she was walking. She was walking before 1. So she would say 2. She actually fed me to get me back up. Otherwise, it would have been the same situation as the week before.
Yeah, that's mad, man. That's mad.
So technically, my wife and my daughter, Jamie, have saved my life. And I'm so grateful. But I'm also very, what's the word? I'm very sad that I had been in that situation and put them through the situation that I've been in.
Yeah, I'll get what you're saying.
I mean, hypos are not a joke. Diabetes isn't a joke, but we can joke about it.
Yeah, well, in moderation.
Well, you can do it in moderation. But yeah, so yeah, Jack, we can update this one when you have a few more hypos, but you're too good, mate.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. I'm still a baby diabetic, innit?
Yeah.
I haven't had the really, really bad experiences yet. As I say, I've had a few bad ones, but I've had no real major ones.
No, it's really good.
And to be honest, I intend not to have any major ones, to be honest.
You're really good and I'm proud of you. I wish I was like you when I was first diagnosed.
Thank you very much. Well, as I say, yeah, but it's a lot easier to be a bit more disciplined when you're diagnosed at the age of 31.
Yes.
Or age of 30, should I say. So, like, it's obviously... You try and tell a kid that he can't eat this and you can't have that without doing injections. Like, it's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, well, my parents tried.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I always say.
Oh, wait, I've got one more story for you, Jack. Sorry, you just reminded me of something, being a kid. Do you, back in the day when I was on Freeze FM, anyone that's in the generation of probably around 30.
Well, that's taking it back a few years, isn't it, old Freeze?
It was the biggest independent radio station in London. And I was on it with my good friend, DJ Risky. He had a show, he invited me on, then we got our own show. And this was the days where I neglected diabetes. We used to go to the shop before, I won't say the location, but we used to go to the shop before. We used to get loads of snacks and that for Sunday mornings, 8 till 10. We had our show and I don't think I brought the sweets, but yeah, I went super low during one of the shows and...
What, live?
Yeah. And oh mate, I think I ate a whole pick and mix, like you know the cups you used to get out of like Woolworths.
Oh wow.
I ate a whole tub of that, and yeah, good show, people. Sorry, that's just a random story that popped into my head. I thought I'd share that one as well.
Oh, but I could imagine what happened to your levels after that.
Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't pick finger prick, so I didn't know anyway. So it don't matter.
Oh, fair enough then. Fair enough. If you don't know, it don't hurt you.
I understand why I weed a lot though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you're American, urinated. Actually, that's English.
Is it?
Wait, that's the medical term. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit of a dope sometimes.
Yeah. But I think we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for listening, people. This is a short episode. Well, it's not actually that short, but we hope you understand hypos and how serious they are. And
yeah, and if you want to get in touch with any of your hypo stories that we can share and have a little giggle about on here, get in touch with us. It's at WeAreT1D on all socials.
Yeah, and mine is at T1D_Mike. And thank you for listening, guys. Don't forget to leave your reviews. We will really appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll love that. Take care, people.
Bye-bye.